From KETK, you're watching East Texas Live.
Welcome back. Our Financial Friday segment in January is Financial Wellness Month, and according to a study, more than half of Americans ages 55 to 64 don't have a will. Joining us now is Omar to give us some estate planning tips. How are you doing today, Omar?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, sir. So why is being prepared with estate planning or having a will so important?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
So why is, having estate planning and having a will so important?
It's very, very important because as individuals we work all our lives to leave our loved ones their estate, and what happens is a lot of seniors particularly forget to do proper estate planning, and that kind of leaves their loved ones and the beneficiaries of those estates essentially in a little bit of a financial stress if you don't have it all sorted out. So this can cause a lot of issues, including the ability for your beneficiaries to not get the estate that you want them to do. So having a will is super important, and having proper estate planning is super important, and making sure that you have life insurance, whether it's whole life insurance or typically referred to as final expense insurance, is super important as well, because majority of people forget the fact that they actually have debt. So roughly about 65% of people over the age of 64 still carry some sort of debt, some sort of mortgage, and all those need to be paid for. So making sure that you are properly covered in terms of life insurance, and you have estate planning and will, and your will planned out, is very, very important.
Well, if people are confused or overwhelmed about where to start, where do we start at?
You're cutting off. Your voice is, sorry.
So if people are confused or overwhelmed about where to start, where do we start?
I'm having a really hard time hearing you.
So if somebody's trying to find out where to start, where do we start at?
If they want to start kind of planning this, the first thing would be is to meet one of their financial advisors to look at their current financial situation. The next immediate thing for them would be is obviously for people who have outstanding mortgages and credit card debts or any kind of other debts, is to making sure that they have life insurance. Whole life insurance particularly is super important for seniors, particularly. This is also not necessarily just for any kind of debt, but it's also because you want to make sure that your funeral costs are also covered, your final expenses, anything else that is also, and it's not really tapped into the estate that you have, and also making sure that you have a registered will, in terms of what you want to do with your estate, who does it go to, who gets what, and it's a registered will according to the rules and regulation of your state, is very, very important. So those would be the 3 steps for people to kind of get going.
And at what age should we start thinking about getting a will?
Can you repeat that?
At what age should people start thinking about getting a will?
For anybody, having a will at all times is really, really important. So particularly when you buy your first home, that's a good time for you to actually kind of think about a will and start, planning for one and having one. Having a will at all times is really, really important, especially if you have children and you want, your estate to go to them or your spouse. So it's important to have it. There's no starting age for having a will. Anybody can have a will. The earlier you have it, the better it is, and you can always go ahead and update it and make changes and adjustments to it.
Well, if I already have a will, when should people review it and how often?
Please repeat.
If someone already has a will, should they review it? And if so, how often?
I'm so sorry.
If someone already has a will, should they review it? And if so, how often?
If somebody has a will, wills are typically reviewed if there's a material change in your wealth, for example, so if you buy multiple properties, for example, or any kind of material change that happens to your sort of overall wealth, it's a really good idea for you to readjust it, review it, or if there's significant changes in your beneficiaries. So this can happen in terms of marital status changes. It can happen, God forbid, if you lose a loved one that is no longer, alive, and you want to update your beneficiaries, or you want to make some changes in terms of that. So those are kind of the key milestones for you to be updating your will. Typically, I would say 24 to 36 months is a good time for you to kind of be reviewing your will, unless those significant changes do happen in your life, both in terms of accumulating wealth, or and including additional property and so on and so forth, or if there are relationship changes in your life.
Do you have any more tips?
No, I think we've covered it all.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. For more information, go to the website right there on your screen. We'll be back with more K2K's East Texas Live in just a couple of minutes. Stay with us.